What's good, Humble Squad? It's your boy HumbleZiggy, and we back here with another reaction. And first and foremost, this just appeared out of nowhere. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Now, let me say this off the record. As I'm looking at my phone, at the time of this recording, it's 10:03 p.m. July 26, 2026, right? And I just saw this just popped up out of nowhere. A new Kendrick Lamar music. Well, it's a leak. And it's called The Prayer. Now, and this is officially on his page at the time when I'm seeing this. Right? So, and it's 6 minutes. So, hey, sometime. And you know how normally whenever there's Kendrick Lamar leak songs, sometimes you're gonna see, I guarantee you're gonna see everything, you're gonna see the whole culture flooded out to this moment. So we just gonna go straight right into it, and hopefully it doesn't go away by the time when I'm reacting to this. So like I said, we about to check this out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on my socials up there. And without further ado, let's get it. Like, this just popped up out of nowhere. First of all, I will say a couple of things. One, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 5K. So 4.5K subscribers. 4,500 subscribers. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and hit that like. And comment down below. That's the first thing. Second thing is to show y'all, as y'all see, first of all, that's a creepy. Why did he have to choose this face of Kendrick for this damn song, right? And second of all, like I said, to prove to y'all this is literally on his own page that I'm seeing this. Y'all see this right there? Kendrick Lamar with the saying official artist channel. So even though it's a leak, this came out 4 hours ago at the time of this, right? So, hopefully, by the time when this goes up, who knows? Maybe it still be there, maybe it still won't. But at the time when I saw this, I had to jump on it immediately. So, let's get it. And it's 6 minutes, so let's see what this is about.
Picture me with influence that lasts generations. I was made out of love to keep you happy and educated. The first 3 letters of the alphabet, my name. I made you laugh, I made you dance, I made you sing. I've been around the world and back. You recorded my almanac so dearly way before the fact me and Pops was exchanged. My father was a public figure, bigger than life. Lived as a winner on stages alike. Rivers of people surely united just to see our bond. Time carried on, that was a common thread. My perfect father had many flaws. Still they moved their legs and shook their heads in unison. He had more children, I was the oldest. We always played with each other before they ruined them. He told me his personal secrets, childhood, catching them beaten, sexually touched and abused. Never seen life in a school. The price.
Wait, hold up. First of all, he said what? His father was on what excuse?
His personal secrets, childhood, catching them beaten, sexually touched and ruined.
No, run it back.
He had more children, I was the oldest. We always played with each other before they ruined them. He told me his personal secrets, childhood, catching them beaten, sexually touched and abused. Never seen life in a school. The price of being iconic was demonic and screwed. I stood on stage.
The price of being iconic is being demonic.
In a school. The price of being iconic was demonic and screwed. I stood on stage and had to watch my father on the news. Stress on the head of my spirit. I was lost and confused. I knew both sides of the story, but still I couldn't choose. See, it was more than humiliation and being sued. They crucified my affiliation for points to prove. And now my purpose for living makes no difference to you. My total existence was for making a smile and move. They said that I'll live forever, but the moment he died, more accusations arrived. I had to die too.
Hey, one thing Kendrick is always gonna do is paint such a picture. And it's so crazy to always remember, this nigga's from the West Coast though. And that's the thing too. People always want to judge you on one specific stereotype or one specific regional sound that you're supposed to have. Where, honestly, I feel like you can't just always do that. Now, granted, he did drop GNX, which was straight up West Coast sound, straight up, right? But before the GNX and such, all of his albums from Section 80 to before GNX to like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Now, granted, I listened to a little on my own time and such. I tried to listen to the likes of like the what was it? The Good Kid, Mad City one. Little bit of the I didn't get to listen to the Section 80 or the Untitled Unmastered ones. But I did listen to I listened to like the likes of the Damned. I listened to a little bit of the Mr. Morale and Big Steppers. Honest to God, I mostly only listen to the Damn one. But otherwise from that, I get that. But what I'm trying to say is, you would always forget that Kendrick is from the West Coast, so majority of his music, before GNX, you could say he's from freaking the East Coast, and it will still be okay. You can say he's from the Mid-South, and it'd still be okay. So, but that's the thing that was unique about him, where even if he wasn't from the West Coast, he would still give off a different type of vibe and you would still rock with it nonetheless.
They said that I'll live forever, but the moment he died, more accusations arrived. I had to die too. My first breath, August 28, 1963. The whole nation had saved the date. I made it on TV. My come out was a standing ovate. The crowd in disbelief. How could a group of words be so great? Designed to make you think. Races and faces embracing my conscience in letter form. How gracious was I, speaking on change.
First of all, that races and faces, and that boy will never stop being his rapping ass self. Always coming with them inner rhymes and shit. That races and faces and the
races and faces embracing my conscience.
The races and faces embraces, bro. What? Even while in the middle of telling a story, that nigga still gonna come in with that rhyming.
Words be so great, designed to make you think. Races and faces embracing my conscience in letter form. How gracious was I, speaking on changes was outside the norm. The person responsible, my creator, he never conformed or used hatred to form as retaliation. Watch him perform with conviction. 250,000 souls left their homes to listen. I gather his thoughts in abundance made to complete the mission. This life became heroic, then tables turned. My creator stripped from being the poet because he yearned. Other women, infidelity stricken. I can't say he was perfect, it made me nervous. They tear him down and forget me. I pray that I survive in the midst of the controversy. How many lives will follow deaf ears if I'm not worthy? I won't justify his personal problems, that's not my job. I was only born to make sure your children can play outside. And I imagine the other demons he hid before he died. If they came to surface, this dream probably won't be alive because of you.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is giving me when he did Reincarnated from his GNX album, because it gives off him telling, to me, from just our first listen, it gives off that vibe where he's telling it from somebody's point of view. Because think about it, in Reincarnated, he gave you point of view from the likes of Tupac, from Whitney Houston, and then from himself and such. So it gives off that vibe in a way. But he's still rapping his ass off though.
Personal problems, that's not my job. I was only born to make sure your children can play outside. And I imagine the other demons he hid before he died. If they came to surface, this dream probably won't be alive because of you. I was born in paranoia, his poison for us. We can't create with joyous ambition, we're out of luck. The critics formed a new coalition and huddled up. The non-creators are now elated and out of touch. Why can't you gladly appreciate the influence we give? Stop staring at me disgusted, my substance made sure you live. You want the hand of the messenger, then the history from him, which eventually takes away from the good you accustomed. Think of a life without the likes of imagination that's prospering. The bodies that you consider genius, you like to box them in. The great debaters and thinkers that gave you a voice. Why can't you prosecute the crimes and not the thoughts I employ? Because your better judgment would always look down on me. But if I recollect how we connect, you'll count on me. I got a theory that most of y'all won't allow to see. It goes like this: talent doesn't choose morality. See if Daniel would...
Hold on. Say that again.
Out to see. It goes like this: talent doesn't choose morality.
Talent doesn't choose morality. Saying that just because your talents, just because you have great talents and such, it doesn't choose how you are as a person. That doesn't go off how you are as a person. And to me, how I can say that as, because you always hear the terms separate the art from the artist. 9 times out of 10, for certain times, you can't do that. That's how I look at it. And most people want to say, well, it depends on what it does. Now, for me, I would say like this. If it's not too bad, you're still looking at a little tricky, a little iffy, but it's still not too bad. But if it's to the point where it's like, and I'm just saying for me. I don't know about anybody else. I'm saying for me. At that point, when it's way too much and you're way too iffy, you can't be able to tell me to separate the art from the artist. I'm sorry. Because in the realm of how, when it comes to your art and such, the only reason you get your art, how you get your art is from everything you do in your everyday life. So whatever you put into your art is how you literally feel throughout everything. So that's how I'm interpreting it as when he's saying talent doesn't mean morality. Bro, hey man, one thing with Kendrick is such a bipolar motherfucker where 1 minute this nigga gonna give you introspective shit like this, but let it be time to battle rap somebody. You see how quick he'll switch into that mode. We see how it was with him and Drake. So best believe that boy can turn from getting introspective as fuck with you to going demon mode when he wants to.
Boxermen, the great debaters and thinkers that gave you a voice. Why can't you prosecute the crimes and not the thoughts I employ? Because your better judgment would always look down on me. But if I recollect how we connect, you'll count on me. I got a theory that most of y'all won't allow to see. It goes like this: talent doesn't choose morality. See if Daniel Hill was a killer, would you not want a heart? If Carl Benz was a racist, would you stop driving cars? I can't help we jump in these bodies and you call them a god. Just know the earth is just a rock without the voices of art. Sincerely yours.
This dropped on his official channel, leak or not. There'll be something. No, I don't think so. But hey, man, and like I said, just to prove to y'all again, as y'all see, it's on his official page. So y'all can't say, oh, this was out of nowhere. Well, it was out of nowhere, but you can't say it was just on a random site. Nah, this was on his official page that this leak dropped. But hey, man, I can guarantee you now, watch out as soon as when, I ain't saying my channel is big or anything, but as soon as when people found out, as soon as people find out, new Kendrick leak, you see how quick that bitch gon' go all the way up. Hopefully it's still up by at least tomorrow or so. Because at the time of this, I said it was 10:03 p.m. July 26, 2026. I'm reacting to this. Let's see what happens by tomorrow. But regardless, or as y'all probably seen it now and such, but regardless, hey, one thing's for sure. Kendrick always gonna make y'all talk about him. Even if it isn't, even if he don't drop in a minute. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments below. It's been your boy HumbleZiggy signing out. Stay positive, keep the vibes up. I'm out.